Hi everyone, thank you for joining. In this video we're going to solve another integer equations. We have x cubed plus y cubed is equal to x plus y all squared. X and y are integers, right? So if you'd like to pause the video and try it yourself first, then we could go over it together. Right, so let's start by factorizing the left hand side, so that we will have x plus y into x squared minus xy plus y squared. That will equal to x plus y squared, right? Now, sensible thing to do, of course, is divide, or at least factorize or divide by x plus y. But when we are dividing it by x plus y, or when we are dividing it by anything in general, that we have to be careful because x plus y might be 0. So we have to say that x plus y is not equal to 0. Now the problem with this is that you might be losing some solutions, because if x plus y is a solution to the equation, and in this case obviously it is, right? So one set of solutions we have to consider before we divide this equation by x plus y is the equation is x plus y is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus y, right? And as you can see that this is clearly a solution, because if, let's say, x is a, that means y is equal to minus a. And if you plug it in, what will you get is you will get a cube plus minus a cube, so that's a cube, is equal to 0. That's left-hand side. And if you look at the right-hand side, you have a plus minus a squared, which is equal to 0 squared, which is equal to 0. Right? In other words, we found infinitely many solutions that satisfying this equation, that x is equal to a, y is equal to minus a, and of course we're saying a is element of integers, right? Because we are interested in integer solutions, right? Okay, now we've taken care of that, we can divide everything by x plus y. That means we will have x squared minus xy plus y squared minus x minus y is equal to 0, right? Bringing everything to the left. Now let's multiply everything by 2. We have 2x squared minus 2xy plus 2y squared minus 2x minus 2y is equal to 0, right? Okay. And then furthermore, why don't we plus 2 both sides? So let's do plus 2 is equal to 2 on that side as well. We're plussing 2 on the both sides, right? The reason we've done that, because now we have a very nice and easy way of factorizing the left-hand side, which is x minus y squared plus x minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 2, right? All right, so what do we do next then? Now, next we start thinking about this. Since x and y are integers, that means x minus 1, y minus 1 must also be integers, right? And now we are squaring it, so in other words, the only possible value x can take will have to be 0, 1 or 2, and same applies to y, 0, 1 and 2. And the reason for that if x is 3, you will have 3 minus 1 squared, which is 4, and you're adding two positive terms, that term and that term, because they are both squared, and x and y are real, they are positive terms, right? So if x is 3, we have 2 squared, which is 4, plus something, it will certainly be bigger than 2. We want it to be equal to 2, right? And same argument applies to y. Okay. Now all we have to do is consider the possible combinations of it, right? Well, one obvious, I'm not going to consider 0, 0, although it solves the equation, right? Because we've already said in this case here, x is a, y is minus a, right? 0 is the same as minus 0, so it's there, right? So let's consider other possibilities. Well, what are the other possibilities? How can we match these numbers so that it solves this equation? Okay, so the one possibility, as you can see clearly, that we can say x is 0, y is 1. So in other words, we set this 0, and the other two will be giving us 1 squared plus 1 squared. Well, indeed, it will be minus 1 squared for the left-hand side, but doesn't matter, we're squaring it, right? So 0, 1 is clearly one of the solutions, right? Now we could do the same thing. We could eliminate that. So we can take x to be 1 and y to be 0. Okay, so the same trick. And then the next possibility is that we could combine 1 and 2. So clearly 1, 2. Why? The difference between 1 and 2 is 1. So notice that because difference is in 1, so if we take x to be 1, y to be 2, we're setting this to be 0, right? And then we will get minus 1 squared here, which is 1. And we're going to get 2 minus 1, which is 1. So that solves the equation as well, okay? And it's not hard to guess that 2, 1 will also be a solution, pardon me. And the last possibility will be, obviously, 2, 2, because we will set the first term to 0, and the other two will give us 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, right? Okay, so I don't know what you thought about this way of solving, but there are other approaches, right? It might be more efficient, but this is the first thing that came to my mind, so I wanted to share with you. So if you have a better idea, please do share with me in the comments. Right. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos. Thank you.